All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, it feels just like yesterday when Peter Obi was going around this country telling Nigerians that we could not afford to continue to do things the way we previously did them. It was a case of things getting worse with each passing day, and even the dumbest of us knew that there was worse to come. But somehow, as we approached the elections, some northern elders began to deviate from the major issues. The failing economy was no longer a major challenge. Insecurity was given a wave of the hand. Fixing the menace of unemployment, poverty, and hunger suddenly became less important. What mattered to them became having a Muslim ticket declared winner. And they went to the extent of destroying our electoral laws, destroying our systems and institutions, desecrating the constitution in a bid to have a Muslim ticket installed. But elections have come and gone, and as Obi would say, hunger and poverty don't belong to any ethnic group or religion. The consequences of bad leadership are far-reaching and no one is immune. Following the latest extremely bad policy from TINUBU, northern elders have cried out. They said they have been betrayed by the TINUBU administration and that Nigerians must rise to demand accountability from him. Before I show you how they said it and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update. You know, when the present APC chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, was governor of Kano, he was caught on video by journalist Jafar. He was caught collecting bribe in dollars and he was stuffing the dollars in his babanriga. The matter was since swept under the carpet, but the present NMPC leadership of Kano has brought back that case. They have now sued APC chairman Abdullahi Ganduje on that same matter. Look at how the papers reported it. Kano slams criminal charges on APC chair Ganduje for $413,000 Babanriga cash bribe, 5.6 billion naira state treasury loot. Governor Abba Yusuf's administration has filed at least 8 criminal charges against his predecessor, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, chair of the ruling All Progressive Congress, for allegedly stealing 5.6 billion from Kano's coffers and taking bribes from public works contractors, totaling almost $500,000, according to the documents obtained by the Gazette. Stripped of immunity following the expiration of his governorship tenure in May 2023, Mr. Ganduje is left vulnerable to answer the corruption charges pressed against him, which already has 15 witnesses willing to testify against him at the Kano High Court. In 2018, a video surfaced which showed Mr. Ganduje flashing a broad smile as he stashed wads of American dollars in his babanriga, a long flowing traditional embroidered robe commonly worn by men in northern Nigeria. The outfit is known to have deep, large pockets. The video, posted by Daily Nigeria in 2018 but with a 2017 timestamp, went viral and sparked an uproar across nation as it cemented claims that state governors often took large commissions from the contracts awarded to companies vying for government projects. Mr. Ganduje denied being in the video, claiming it was cloned. Per the constitutional immunity he enjoyed as a sitting governor until his tenure was up last May, he could neither be investigated nor prosecuted. The federal government that handles the prosecution of corruption cases has been reluctant to bring charges because it has been under the control of Mr. Ganduje's party. However, his successor, Mr. Yusuf, a candidate of the rival New Nigeria People's Party (NNPP), seems determined to bring Mr. Ganduje to book, as the Kano government is now exploring legal channels to prosecute the former governor and all persons listed as his conspirators, including his wife Hafsat and son Umar Abdullahi. The 3 companies that allegedly benefited from the stolen funds and linked to his family members were also listed as 6th to 8th defendants in the suit dated April 3rd. The Kano government represented by a team of 4 lawyers led by Y.A. Adamu, was listed as the only complainant in the suit. According to the Kano government, Mr. Ganduje received $200,000 in January 2016 and another $213,000 in February 2017 in kickbacks from contractors selected for the remodeling of the Kantin Quarry textile market. Between September 2020 and March 2021, Mr. Ganduje diverted 1.4 billion meant to purchase face masks and other hospital equipment for the health sector for his personal use in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Yusuf's government alleged. Sometime around March 2021, Mr. Ganduje was accused of forcefully acquiring 501 high-density plots from peasant farmers, which he sold for 700 million naira and deposited the proceeds into the account of Bureau de Change operator Vision Steel Link Limited. According to court documents, the APC chair arranged for the dollar equivalent of the 700 million to be paid into his son's account. Oh my God. What a country, Nigeria. And that was a very long read, but I had to read it to the end because I wanted it to sink in, especially for those APC supporters who watch this channel and who are probably watching this video right now. Ask yourself why you are still a supporter of a party that has a man like this as their chairman. Ask yourself. We are not sure how this prosecution is going to go, except if the APC itself has plans to nail Ganduje. He will scale through all those allegations, even with the video evidence and 15 people willing to testify against him. But how about the average APC supporter? Ask yourself questions. Why are you supporting these people? There is definitely no reason why you should be. All these crimes, all the atrocities of these guys should be enough for you people to begin to clamor for a new Nigeria. Jump on this ship and let's take back our country together. Now, let us listen to what Northern elders said to Tinubu about the recent hike in electricity tariffs. Look at how the papers reported it. Electricity tariff. You've betrayed the trust of Nigerians, Northern elders tell Tinubu. Northern Elders Forum has described the recent increase of electricity tariff by the present government led by Bola Tinubu as a betrayal of trust given to them by Nigerians. In a statement issued by the forum and signed by the Director of Publicity and Advocacy, Abdulaziz Suleiman, on Thursday, noted with deep concern and disappointment over the recent decision by the Tinubu government to sharply increase electricity tariffs in Nigeria. The statement reads, "His reckless move displays a complete disregard for the well-being and welfare of the Nigerian people." The Northern Elders Forum recognizes that this drastic increase in electricity tariffs will have a significant negative impact on the already struggling population, further exacerbating the gap between the rich and the poor. The breakdown of the new tariffs reveals an alarming burden that the average Nigerian will face in affording electricity on a daily basis. Under the new tariff plan, 24 hours of electricity per day will cost a staggering 5,400 naira, amounting to an unbearable monthly total of 162,000 naira and an astounding yearly total of 1,971,000 naira. These exorbitant amounts are simply unaffordable for the majority of Nigerians who are already grappling with economic hardship and trying to make ends meet. By implementing such exorbitant electricity tariffs, the government is effectively perpetuating a form of economic oppression that will only serve to widen the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. It is imperative that this act of exploitation be firmly rejected and not be allowed to stand unchallenged. The decision to implement these tariffs without considering the impact on the average citizen is not only callous but also short-sighted. The resulting consequences could potentially lead to internal security threats as the disparity between the haves and the have-nots become more pronounced. The introduction of exorbitant electricity tariffs is not only unjust but also a clear indication of the disconnect between the government and the people they are meant to serve. It is a blatant display of the government's blatant disregard for the well-being of its citizens and a betrayal of the trust placed on them. Nigerians must now rise and demand accountability from their leaders, reminding them that their primary duty is to serve the people, not exploit them for personal gain. You heard that. That was from Northern Elders Forum complaining about the 300% increase in electricity tariffs. Let me quickly correct the part where they said by removing subsidy on the electricity tariffs, thereby increasing it, this administration has betrayed the trust that Nigerians had in them. Let me quickly correct that part. Northern Elders Forum, it was your own trust they betrayed, not the trust of Nigerians. Nigerians always knew what to expect from this administration, and that was why they massively voted against them at the polls. But when they began all the manipulations, as elders, you guys were quiet. In fact, you played a major role. I am sure of that, because I have always been saying it. If Nigerians had one voice, these guys wouldn't have been able to carry out that volume of manipulation, because they had to practically turn the entire country upside down to achieve what they achieved. Everything is just looking normal now, but if you look back at what they did, you will know that all these elders were massively behind them. Was it not a member of the Northern Elders Forum that said after a meeting they had that a Muslim ticket, that there was no going back on the Muslim ticket? He said it publicly on air. So don't come out now and complain, and don't even pretend that you expected something different from what you are saying. Tinubu said during the campaign that he was going to continue from where Buhari stopped. And what was Buhari bringing to us? What did Buhari represent? Hardship. So nobody that supported this administration should come out now and complain about the things that are going on. It is Nigerians that I have to talk to, because I know that no matter the manipulation, no matter how political elites claim to be sophisticated and powerful, if the people can come together and speak with one voice, things will happen in favor of the people. And I don't see any light at the end of this APC tunnel. So all I am urging Nigerians to do is to prioritize their own welfare above religion, above tribe. It is high time Nigerians came together to speak with one voice against the oppression of these political elites. It is high time Nigerians cast their sentiments aside and come together as one powerful force and get the APC out of office. Only then can the freedom, the peace and prosperity that Nigeria so desires become our portion. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where we not go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away.